Hey everyone, it's Mark Ferguson with InvestorMore, and we're back at the complex with another fun video. This has turned into quite the project with tons of videos and drama and all kinds of craziness going on. And we are back here because the final tenant has moved out, so we can see what their unit looked like right here. We had offered all of the tenants cash for keys, and this is the last tenant who vacated. And this unit here, number 1 was vacant, number 2 stayed the longest, number 3 vacated last week or the week before. Number 4 was vacant when we first bought it. Number 5 vacated 2 weeks ago. And then the house has always been vacant. And this tiny little house right here was the one where we did the 500 tire eviction, which was an amazing story and video. So of course we have links to all of those below. We actually made our own playlist just for the complex, so you can see all the drama of these properties. And the video I did last week on this shows all of the units except for the house, and we've got other videos that show the house. So, of course, check out investormore.com for much more information on our flips, rentals, be an agent, all that great stuff. We have lots of books on Amazon if you want to learn how to do real estate and all that great stuff too. And let's take a look at unit number 2 and see how it looks right now. So like I said, we offered cash for keys. We bought this property 4 or 5 months ago, and it had 4 tenants in it. And I thought, oh, this is great. We have some tenants who are paying rent while we can renovate some of the other units. And it kind of turned out to be okay. But lots of drama this whole time. Tenants fighting with each other. Like I said, the tenant in the small house had a tire shop. He got evicted from that shop. And he decided to drop all of his tires off here. So we had to evict him and his tires. The tenant from this one was said to have been fighting with the tenant from number 5, like physically, like fist fighting. So lots of stuff going on. But we offered the remaining tenants $500 to move out. Their leases were up very soon or already up. So a lot of people say, oh, how did you get them to take $500 to move out? Well, their option was take the $500 and move out, or just say we're not renewing their lease and get nothing. And yes, they could stay, and we have to go through an eviction. But I think for the most part, people don't want to be evicted. They don't want to have to be forced out. They'd rather move out in good terms and get some extra money while they're at it. So this one really isn't in horrible shape or dirty wise, but of course, just like every other unit, we showed a lot of this stuff in the other video from last week, but just crazy stuff we find everywhere. Wires just taped together, flooring, use duct tape to fix it. Nothing really surprises us anymore. It's like it would be surprising if it was in good shape. And not weird stuff going on. Some of the worst stuff on this one was this is our stove. We had it in our storage unit or little shop unit, and we gave to this tenant because she said her stove wasn't working when we bought it. She was using an indoor grill to cook, like an outdoor grill inside. So she's using an outside grill to cook inside. And so we thought that probably wasn't the safest thing in the world. And we gave her this stove. Obviously, she has some extra cabinetry that they put in here. Never know what you're going to find in here. Disgusting stuff, as in most of these had. Yep, as you can see there, roaches. So you guys can see what's up there. I can't even see that. But when one of these places has roaches, they kind of live everywhere. So we'll get them all cleaned out, everything demoed, all the food sources gone, and then bug bomb everything. Hopefully that gets rid of the roaches. We might even get a professional company in here just to make sure. But yeah, here's the bathroom, which has some amazing custom paint features in it. So it's a little bit of an upgrade from the other units. Again, we have the plexiglass window that, we're replacing these soon. Yeah, that's your window right there. Okay. The toilet, it was running. Oh no, still dripping a little bit in the shower. And surprisingly enough, this is probably the nicest shower we've seen in all of the units. It actually isn't nearly as beat up as the other ones. And then yes, of course, we have the plumbing that runs on the exterior of the walls like the rest of them. And this one has an extra added feature here too. So there is another unit on the side behind me. And so I think this unit has the power to shut their water off if they want to. So that's good to give one tenant access to just completely shut the power off to the other unit, because you can see that plumbing goes through the wall there. So that's pretty cool. Nothing too crazy down there. This window was actually glass, so that's kind of a bonus. Yeah, the ceiling, just lots of nastiness. And then we've talked about this before if you haven't seen these videos, but we've been redoing the floor plan. So this one has, we'll show you the whole thing. A 1-bedroom over here, and it's kind of narrow. They vary in size. It's weird. Each unit isn't really the same size as the other one. And then you have kind of a closet space right here. Oh, and one other thing. Well, besides, the random wires with the fly strip that just stick down from the ceiling. The other units had this too, where there's like a break in the ceiling and the walls, and they must have had some weird floor plans in the very beginning, because you can see it, you can feel it on the floor. That used to be a wall, so I don't know if this is actually like a porch or outside area or what, but it would be a tiny room, like, I don't know, 8 by 6, so it doesn't make much sense. But this was built in 1906. Obviously, they had some strange stuff going on over the years, but who knows what the original floor plans looked like. And what is all that up there? Is that just tape? Paper? To insulate the walls from the other unit, maybe? Interesting. Okay, so back to our floor plan. So you can see right here, this has no closet. So our plan has been to add closets to the bedroom. We have this little closet right here to the living room. And of course, they've got it complete with their roach kill right there. But if we go back into the kitchen, oh, this one, look at that. This is the first kitchen where the sink isn't jutting out into the bathroom door. So all the other ones have your sink coming out, your counter coming out to right here, in the sink in this back corner, and you can barely squeeze through it into that door. But this has custom counters with the sink in the middle, and the plumbing is not coming off the top there. This one is so nice. They have the plumbing actually, oh, it goes to the side. Goes to the side. Right there? Okay, there it is. So this is definitely a much more nice custom unit. But the other ones have the sink jutting out right here. So we've had to, be creative with how we make this work. And this is okay. It's not horrible. But what we've been doing is closing in this door, putting a door right here. And that is actually has a weird concrete layer underneath it, we found out. Don't know why. And then we can make the kitchen bigger, have normal size counters on both sides, and we remove that closet right there too that we showed you in the living room. So we have a full size counter on that side too. So it just makes it much nicer kitchen, much more livable. But here, I wonder if these were all like this originally, with kind of a custom built counter, custom built sink base, and over the years they probably got rotten and destroyed, and the landlord said, hey, we'll just put in the cheapest thing we possibly can, regular size counter, stick the sink over there, and call it good. That is a whole lot of caulking. Boy, that is one way to install your sink. Wow. And that's all wet. I can't imagine why. Interesting. So, that's this unit. It's really, nothing surprises us anymore. People have lived here for a number of years, and people are surprised that they moved out for $500, but I would be moving out much for free or paying people if it was me, but they're kind of crazy. Okay, so we'll have more updates on this, of course, as we move along. We are working on getting our electrician over here to inspect all of that. see what we need to do there. We're putting in new windows right now in all the units. That'll be done soon. We've already put up the new roof. We're going through kind of each of these units on the 5 apartment side. We paid, what, $550 for this building and the houses, so it's probably honestly worth close to $1 million if we get it all fixed up and rented at some point. Just gonna be a ways to get there. The house we're kind of holding off on until we get these apartments done. And this little tiny house we're kind of holding off on too. But once we go through these, get all these done, then we'll get to work on the houses. And we have a concrete guy coming later today to give us a bid on running just like a 5 or 6 foot strip all the way along the building and adding steps here to make it a lot nicer. So eventually, this will be hopefully a pretty decent place, but right now, it's not so much. All right, like I said, we have tons more videos on this property, showing the other units, the evictions, all that stuff. Tons more information on the numbers and all that as well in the other videos. Like I said, we have our own playlist now. If you have missed any of these, you can go back and see all of them. And of course, check out investormore.com for much more information on flips, rentals, being an agent, all that great stuff. We love the likes, love the comments, love seeing new subscribers. So if you haven't done that yet, please help us out. That helps us stay motivated to do more cool videos like this and buy more crazy properties like this as well. We're always looking. And yeah, we'll be back with many more updates here coming up soon.